Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, March the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. If you'd like to send me an email, you can use this email address. I'm going to have to change this very soon, hopefully next week. This is a link to get into the old room, so don't click on that link, please. You'll click on the link in the for the new room in the email that you're getting. And I open the room at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at 9:05. And I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right. Well, you know, it's because we're in this new room, I'm having to field a lot more questions about the room itself, how to do this, how to do that. So my trading is a little bit more distracted, which is fine. You know what? It's just a learning curve for actually all of us. I mean, I'm having to learn all of the bells and whistles of the new room. The thing is with Novia, there really weren't any bells and whistles. So, you know, hardly any questions about how to do anything. But with this new room, there are options. And so with options come questions, which is fine. But anyway, just want to show you a couple of things. Couple of actually, well, I'll call them slightly disappointments. I was saying in the room that I haven't gone long a stock after hours probably since BlackBerry was a $120 stock. So you could look that up. But I decided to go long this one after hours right there at 618, and I saw it doing all this, and I sold it at 655. I was actually literally thinking about holding it overnight. Okay. This had, of course, a tremendous day yesterday. See what it did, and it looked like, you know, when I was watching it after hours, it just had that look. You know, it had the late day surge holding near the high, and so when it broke over 6, I decided I'm going to take some, and so I did. And of course, I wake up this morning and look at it, how it got all the way up to 964. And so anyway, I haven't done that for, again, you have to look it up. Whenever BlackBerry was about $122 stock. So that's years and years and years ago. So that's one tale of woe. Excuse me. My other tale of woe is with yoga. Actually, a couple of tales of woe. So with yoga, this is one that I was watching. In fact, oh good, I do have it here. This is on the, we've seen a lot of fantastic action on the low floaters on the move. Now we get a lot of them, so you know it's sometimes you're unsure about which ones to take. But in fact, I'll show you this one first, OXBR. So I remember looking at this OXBR, and I said in the room, OXBR. Well, what is the possibility this can have any sort of a pop? It's a reinsurance carrier. Okay, that's the sector it's in. How boring. And I actually saw it do that. I thought, okay, that's it. And because typically the ones that are ripping are these bios. Well, look what happened after a little pullback. You know, so the alert was at actually the alert was right here on this candle at, you'll see it at 113. Okay. And I can't remember exactly. In fact, let's go to a 5-minute to see how quickly that actually moved off that. So this is what I remember seeing this. I saw that and it pulled back, and then it kept. Then is when I saw it on the 15 up here, and then look where it got to, all the way up to 294 from a 113 alert. So as I say, that'll learn me. You know, they don't all have to be bios, but I kind of dismissed it. Now the other one was yoga. Now yoga, there was the alert at 79 cents. Now if you know me well enough, you know that I usually like to wait for a $1 break. I don't like taking these underneath $1. But so I watched this forever, it seemed. And come on, get out of there. Okay, and I watched this forever. I saw it pop up to that 115, and I was saying into the room, if we get about a 115, 116 bid, I'm going to take this trade. Well, what happened is it moved so fast. I think I got into this trade around 120, and I sold at 134. The problem is I had so few shares. I was so ticked off, because then it gets halted and it moves all the way up to 165, from 117 to 165, just tremendous moves. It's completely collapsed now, but we don't care, When we're in these things, you have to be nimble. They're not all going to just keep going higher and higher and higher. So that was an unfortunate, fortunate miss. Just not able to get the number of shares I wanted. I think I was slightly distracted as this was moving, because usually what I do is I place an anticipatory order, and I probably should have placed it around 120, and I just got a little distracted and didn't do it. So anyway, a couple other little trades, nothing to speak of. My trading this week has been very light, just basically because of trying to help people, understand the room. Looking at this one here, PTE. So this was from Holly, 1677. Very erratic one, but definitely, 1677 on the alert, and it got as high as 16 something up here, and then a little higher there. But it is pretty choppy. But that certainly, by far, at one point was the best Holly alert today. So anyway, I do want to get back into the room. There have been other great trades, great plays by lots of people in the room. If you're new to all this is not about my telling you what to buy and sell all day long. If I'm getting into things, I'll certainly talk about it. But if you're just waiting for me to tell you what to buy and sell all day long, you're in the wrong room. Part of my job, of course, is to teach people how to use trade ideas. I get trade ideas questions all day long too. So that's why it's a free room. We have to show people how to use the program. But more than that, we have some great traders in the room that you can follow. You can see what they're doing. Some of them may have a style that you like, and you can start to follow them a little more closely, see what their track record is and all that. So we just have a great room of traders. We're no nonsense, we deviate every now and then, from the norm, but we are no nonsense. It's just trading. So let me just shut this down and bring back the capture program. So if you have any questions for me, you can fire an email off to that email address, and disregard that link, please. Disregard it. I'll have another link later on for the new trading room. All we're really waiting for is to create the button on our home page that allows you, when you go to the home page and you click on the trading room, it's going to bring you to the new trading room. We're just working with the developer of the room. Quite frankly, he gave us, well, I think we've been now, this is the second week that we've been testing it. We weren't sure if we were going to make the trade, but he was very kind to give us the room for a long test period. So that's why we weren't in any hurry to change the logins and all that. But we're getting close. Hopefully by next week everything will be done. All right, everybody. So hope to see you in the room tomorrow. I'll open it at 9 o'clock. Bye bye.